Okay, folks, today we're out here on the Alabama State Park Pier with David Thornton, the master teacher of saltwater fishing, from the bank, from the rocks, from the pier, from the beach, anywhere you want to catch them. If you don't want to get on a boat. Now, David, one of the big attractions down here at the pier is the flounder. He's a delicious eating fish, a good fighting fish. Show us how you rig for him, and tell us about the bait and where you catch him.
Okay, the flounder tend to come in around the pier. They like structure and the bait fish that are drawn to the pier. So they're here most months of the year. There's an opportunities to catch them. Basically, what you want to do is get a bait close to the bottom and hold it there. A nice lively bait like a mud minnow or a bull minnow is a real good attractant. They're hardy bait fish, and you would typically just hook it and drop it down there. A lot of people use the basic Carolina rig. And what I've got here, though, is a little bit of different variation of that. This is a three-way swivel rig that holds the bait up off the bottom just a little bit. It gives your bait a little more visibility and can entice a strike in times when they may be a little bit hard for them to find it and root it out on the bottom.
Okay, David, come down the main line. What size is your main line?
Okay, I'm using 10-pound on this rig, and the three-way swivel is a small number 2 three-way swivel, and I'm also using 10-pound on my cross rig to hold the line.
That's an extremely small hook. What size hook is that?
This is a number 8 hook that I would use for a real small minnow or a small shrimp.
All right, but how big a bite does that take into the flounder's jaw, and why are you using such a small hook to catch such a big fish? These fish can often weigh up to 5 or 6 pounds, can't they?
That's right. That's right. If it's a strong hook like this Eagle Claw all-purpose, where it doesn't bend, you can put a lot of pressure on that hook because it's for the tension that you're putting on with 10-pound test, you're not going to straighten that hook out.
All right, now you've got a dropper that's got a hook on it, and you're going to bait it with a mud minnow. Tell me about that other thing you've got on your three-way swivel.
Okay, this is the bass casting weight, and it's a very basic weight that's got a swivel built into it, and that helps eliminate line twist in your rig. And this is just one of the types of things that I like to teach people, and it helps them get more enjoyment and less problems having to re-rig all the time.
All right, now once we're baited up with this rig, where are we going to fish for these flounder?
Anywhere up and down the pier. We're catching them sometimes on the beach, all the way out here to the end of the pier in 28 feet of water.
A lot of folks fish around the pilings for them, don't they?
That's right. In times when the current is running pretty strong, these flounder they're ambush feeders, and they'll hide behind the pilings, and you'll see people hunched over the rail and throwing back up under the pier.
And so you catch flounder all year long down here, right?
Just about every month, yes, sir.
And what's a good day of flounder fishing?
Well, the limit is 10 in Alabama. If you can get that many, you got a good mess of fish.
And what will they weigh from what to what?
Typically, they'll be from just above the minimum, which is 12 inches here in Alabama, up to 3-4 pounds.
Okay.
Pretty common.
All right, now if you folks want to come down here and let David show y'all how to catch some fish, how do they get in touch with you, David?
Well, either 3 ways. You can either call me at area code 251-458-2775, or they can email at pierpounder@gmail.com, or they can look us up on the website at with Distraction Charters at either going through orangebeach.com or gulfshores.com.
Okie doke.